married to medicine.
But I'm curious about your thoughts.
About what?
You know, Toya and Dr. Simone were pretty adamant about like a woman should be married, and Dr. Phaedra, and not Dr. Phaedra, and Phaedra was saying that it's not going to happen. You don't need a man. Like, do you have any thoughts on their perspectives or your own?
As a married man, I'm not wearing my rings inside the house. We don't normally wear our rings in the house, but as a married man, I do think there is a need for spousal support, like the same way as they say you need a man and things like that. I would say, hey, guys, you need one woman. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Because I only describe men in two ways, right? And that's peacetime and wartime, right? Peacetime is usually like basically like what you hope to get to as a man, meaning like you're retired, things is already moving kind of on its own. You're not really hustling and bustling no more. Wartime, in the time that I'm in, I'm building my family. I'm building my marriage. I'm building this YouTube channel with my wife. I'm building other businesses that I'm in. So I don't want my focus to be on multiple behinds. Yeah. do like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I do think as a guy, it's not preached enough that we need to focus on one woman and to invest in one woman, because we need to focus on other things during wartime. I think it's very interesting that it comes from Simone. Simone is probably my favorite character on the show, because she is probably the breadwinner in the family. Yeah. And the fact that she could even say, hey, you need a man. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? She's basically in your position, Phaedra, because Phaedra is the one who is probably the breadwinner and things like that. But they are on two opposite sides of the spectrum. But I think how, based on what you told us, Phaedra just started it wrong. Like, hey, how about before you give these blanket statements of, when you're dating a guy that's not in your tax bracket and things like that, it can get tricky. Yes, but give us the full story. Don't date no one that's in prison. Right. You get what I'm saying? I'm sure there's a lot of guys that are scammers, but I'm sure there is some that are in your tax bracket that do want to sit down with you, but it's very hard based on what everybody tell me. They tell me the streets is poison, the pool is poison. So, but I do think when you're at their age and things like that, it does make sense to be with someone, because you don't want to grow old by yourself. It sounds cool to say like you don't need nobody because you're still in the streets, you're still moving and things like that. Yeah. But when you slow down and you have nobody, I think that do play on the mental and also it's been proven your lifespan. Yeah. You don't want to die alone. People who are married or have somebody live longer than those who don't. So yeah. Yeah. I feel pretty much that a healthy marriage, and, for a woman to have a man in her life that loves her, supports her, and all that type of stuff, like, it's so beneficial. And if you're able to find someone who provides that for you, then absolutely do it. I don't think it's something to fear or like to try to stay away from. Yeah. I do think that, a lot of the times, like, women do decide to get with men who maybe have red flags or who aren't, just basically like the best for them and who don't provide those things. So no, like, if a guy isn't that, then no, the marriage is going to be trashed and you're going to be stressed and crying on the floor every day. And also sometimes it flips to where the person was fine one day and then in the marriage they changed and peace out. Yeah. But I do think that if you're in a good situation, it can be a need, to have that emotional and loving support. And I think it's just an enrichment to your life. Just I feel like if people, like, I don't have any kids yet, but I'd like to have kids. And I do think that children are an enrichment in your life. And if you can have it, then you should, Anyway, so moving on. Thank you for our TED Talk.
Yes. So